Welcome to Kids Are Chefs on the Old Fashioned Health Network, where we prepare great meals and discuss great topics. I'm Chef Leah, and joining me today is Chef Lindy Link.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here. And today's topic is social media, so we're going to be talking about the negatives and positives of social media. And the meal today is pizza, which is my favorite, so I'm very excited about that. And we're going to get started. We're back on Kids Are Chefs, and we're going to start our pizza. We've got some Canadian bacon and some pepperoni. We've got our sauce, our pineapples, our cheese, and our dough. And we're ready to start this thing. So here we go. Have you ever made a pizza before?
I have.
You have? Mm-hmm. So you know what you're doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Good, because I don't. I love pizza, but I usually let Papa John's or Domino's make it for me. So do you like the Chicago style or the New York style, like the thicker or the thinner?
I like the New York style.
Gotcha. Rolling out this dough here. It's not sticking too bad, so that's good. Alright, so I guess once you've rolled it out as much as you want, you just gotta make sure it doesn't stick. So if it sticks going into the oven, it's not gonna come out. Make it nice and golden when it comes out. And we're gonna put on our sauce.
Thank you.
That is gonna taste so good.
And I really like my sauce. I'll spread it out on my pizza really thickly.
Man, I should have done that. I guess I can put more. Get mine like yours. You got your pepperonis. Put some cheese on there. I'm gonna put lots of cheese on this thing. So if you had to pick one food to eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? Could you do it?
Cake.
Cake. Oh, a sweet tooth. What kind of cake?
Chocolate.
Oh, that is a good choice. That is good. It'd be like your birthday every day. If I had to pick one food, it would be pizza.
Do you like your pizza with veggies and everything?
You know, not really. I like veggies, but not on a pizza. I feel like it ruins the pizza.
I know.
If you're gonna eat a pizza, I'm not gonna try to make it healthy. I'm gonna put
Exactly.
all of the Canadian bacon and all the pineapple and all the pepperonis and all the cheese.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza. Does that surprise you?
Nope.
So this is a good dish for us to be making today. Getting real particular here. Okay, I need to stop that. All right, and I think our pizzas are finished and ready to go in the oven. All right, we've got our boards and we're ready to slide this pizza on and put it in the oven. Slide it on carefully. Don't drop it. I'm so excited to eat this pizza. 6 minutes, then we get to eat some delicious pizza. Right, we are back and our pizzas are ready and they look absolutely delicious. That looks so, so good. So we're gonna cut it up and get ready to eat. So you got your pepperoni over there. I got my Hawaiian over here. By the way, we do eat healthy food too, because I know this is a healthy food show. And some of my favorite healthy foods are grilled chicken, and I love sauteed green beans. And what are some of your favorite healthy foods?
I love carrots,
Keep those veggies.
broccoli, and maybe a little bit of squash and zucchini.
Very good. See, pizza's good in moderation, but we do eat healthy, I promise. So, are you on social media?
My mom doesn't allow me to, but I know a thing about it.
Okay, okay. And why doesn't she allow you on there?
Because there are positive and negative ways to be on it, and it can't be, sometimes it isn't that safe for kids.
That's very true, it's very true. So, one of the things that I want to talk about with social media, with every positive, because you know social media is very fun and a lot of people are on it and use it all the time, there are also negatives that come with social media. So first we'll talk about the positive, we'll talk about the good things. So I think one of the best things about social media is being able to connect with everyone. You know, you can connect with your current friends, you can make new friends, like you can seriously talk to anyone over the world. Like I've got some friends in Japan and I've got friends down in South America, and it's no problem for me to just get on my phone and send them a message on Twitter, on Facebook. So it makes it really easy to keep in contact with everyone over the world. And I think another really great thing about social media is that you have access to all this information right at your fingertips. You know, if you want to know something, like maybe for school, you can Google it. Google always has answers that will help you out. And you get your news faster. You don't have to wait for something to come out in the paper or wait for something to come out on like 11 Alive. You know, it's right there at your fingertips, and so you get your information faster. And I think another really good positive thing about social media is independent businesses and artists such as myself. Because I am an independent artist, it makes it easier for us to share our skills and talents. So if I want to put out music, it makes it easy to just put it out on YouTube and more people can see it. So there are definitely a lot of positive things about social media, but along with those positives, there are always some negatives as well. So you said, for instance, your mom doesn't want you on social media because there aren't always great people on there. So I think one of the biggest problems with social media is it has opened up a new form of bullying. Cyberbullying has become a huge thing, and people tend to think just because they can hide behind a screen that they can say whatever they want to whoever they want, and they don't necessarily realize that behind the other end of that screen there's a real person reading those comments. So cyberbullying is definitely a negative of social media, definitely something to stay away from. Another negative is privacy. When you're out on social media and you post something, it's out there forever, and people can really gain access to anything on social media. It makes it hard for things to stay private. Another negative is social media can be very addicting. You constantly see people with their face in their phone or their laptop or their iPad, and they're not necessarily engaging in real life conversations. You kind of miss out on the here and now. So instead of being like present like if I had my phone right now, I'd be all in my phone and totally just, you're not there. So I think it's really important, though social media can be a great tool for all of these reasons, it can also be very addicting, and I think it's important to stay in the here and now and be present when you are out with people and have real relationships and real conversations. So I think for all of these reasons, it is good and bad.
So have you ever had any problems dealing with social media?
I haven't run into a ton of problems, thankfully. I think the biggest thing for me is, you know, you've got the cyberbullying, you've got the people that always have the hate comments. I mean, you're always gonna have, along with all of the good comments, you're gonna have some bad comments in there too. So sometimes when I read it, I'm just kind of like, I shake it off. I'm like, well, you know, it happens. Like, people just want a reason to hate, but sometimes it's like, oh, that kind of hurt. So that's one of the things that you're kind of opening yourself up to when you put yourself out on social media. But, you know, you gotta ignore the hate and focus on the good.
Do you have any advice for the people who use social media?
I would say to definitely be careful with privacy. You don't want anything personal that you don't want out there, getting out there about you. And I would say just to be careful with the bullying. Don't focus on the hate comments. Don't focus on what people are trying to say to tear you down. Just be positive and stay doing what you love.
Now, after everything you said, do you think social media should be good or bad?
You know, I think even with all of the negatives, I think it is a really good tool for all of us. And I think if it's used correctly, it's a great, great thing. So I do enjoy social media, and I think that along with the negatives, it's still a great thing. And how's the pizza?
Awesome.
I'm gonna try a bite of mine. I'm doing all this talking. That's good.
I think I should have a plug on social media. El Marie Southern Cuisine in Kennesaw. You can follow us on Facebook. Lindy, how can I follow you on social media?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter, which is @LindyLink, or YouTube, which is youtube.com/LindyLinkMusic. It's been super, super fun making these pizzas with you. You are a wonderful chef. And thank you so much for having me. This has been so much fun. And it tastes delicious.
Yes, it does.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Take a look at yourself. You wanna just break down. They say you're not a part of their crowd. Well, who are they to tell you what you're worth? Mirror, mirror.
Yeah, these junk food people, y'all just take it.
Cake and pizza.
I'm gonna get
Bad kind of pizza.
Did y'all talk to Jason before they start filming?
Southern girls,
This is Georgia. Welcome.
What are you talking about? Vegetables?
What are those?